Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday, everyone. Who is with me this afternoon? What you doing? Huh? I'm going to guess you're at home. That's my big guess. That's my big guess of the day. So let's get on in here and we are going to have a little discussion about Q&A. It's going to be a Q&A day. And then tomorrow, of course, is Soulful Saturday. I've got something good planned for you tomorrow. Here come my ladies. So good to see everybody. There's Vanessa, first one. Hi, Vanessa. Happy Friday. How are the girls? How are things going? And Gwen's in the house. Good deal. Hi, Margot. Good to see you. Thanks for coming last night. By the way, all of you who showed up for the webinar last night, thanks for showing up. We had a nice full house, and it was really interesting. It was really fun. So I really enjoyed answering questions and talking to everybody. And, you know, it felt good to be together. There's Amy. Hi, Amy. Amy is a nurse. I always say a little prayer for you when I see you, Amy, because I want all of our nurses and doctors and everybody who are in the hospitals right now staying nice and safe. And everybody, the food service people, the people who are mopping the floors, all the people. There's a lot of people out there right now who are working, you know, in this crisis. They have to. They are essential services. And our prayers and our good thoughts, the good juju, all the things that we can do to help them to be safe and sound is just really important. Hi, Cindy. There's Jenny. She's in the house. So anyway, today on our cooking, well, you know, our cooking lesson yesterday got a little bit hijacked by Mark's running to the store and it taking forever. He did not get home. I don't know. I think it was like after 6 or so. He was out for hours. Now, granted, we live in a small little town and he went out into the Hendersonville area. But still, you know, waiting in line and doing all that. You understand. You know how that is. Hey, Penny and Cindy Lynn. Good to see you. But, you know, the thing, we do what we have to do, ladies. And, of course, you know, I'm yelling at him, you know, safe distance, you know, social distance. The UPS guy shows up. I'm yelling social distance. I'm like a control freak right now. Take off all your clothes, go to the shower, leave everything outside. I'm going to burn it. You know, you just don't know. So, yeah, we have to laugh a little bit at ourselves, don't we? We have to have a little bit of a, you know, we need a little comic relief from all of this. And, you know, we're doing the best. And, you know, I've got some really good stuff for you tomorrow. Today, of course, we're going to do the Q&A. But for tomorrow, I just want to make sure that you guys are really staying solid. And tomorrow, I've got some ideas for you on really keeping up what, you know, kind of taking care of what's coming in and what's going out. Because I think that's our key. You know, we are the gatekeepers of our own minds. We are the gatekeepers of what we allow in. And we also are the gatekeepers of what we allow out. And I think it's really important that we be those women, right? There's Yvonne, pinkies up. And pinkies up for all of you who are wondering what this is. We do this all the time because it's like a pinky oath, a pinky promise. And it's staying hooked, it's staying together, it's staying connected. And it's making that up leveling your life to a place of this is what we want. This is what we are aspiring to be. These are the women that we want to become. And, you know, as I'm looking at all of this big picture analysis, you know, I kind of get to this place where I get lost in the weeds, don't we all? But then I stop and I sit back and I say, you know, the big picture is we're being called for a greater good. Right now, today, where we are in our homes, we are being called to a greater good. And we have an opportunity to become that woman. And that's what I want to, more than anything, that's the message that I want to be putting forth, you know, in everything that we do. Because that's so critically important. How do we become all that we're supposed to be if we're cowering in the corner in fear? And if we're just filling our minds with and allowing the media to have full access to our heads and our families and our homes, then if we're doing that, then they are going to run us over. Oh, you wouldn't believe this. People still keep sending me all this squirrely conspiracy stuff. You wouldn't believe the stuff I've been seeing. And it's just like, block them. You wouldn't believe how many people I've also blocked on Facebook. And it doesn't matter if they're not a friend of mine. I don't want to see it. Block, 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 block. Get them out. It makes all the difference in the world. It's my sanity that we're saving here. I'm going to save your dinner. I'm going to save your sanity. Buckle up, Buttercup. No way can we just allow this junk to just come into our house. It's like having an unmitigated plumbing problem and having mold just grow everywhere. You can't do that. You got to find the leak and turn it off. Pinkies up. That's how we roll. So last night was a webinar, and I hope if you didn't see it, you can still see it. Just go to savingdinner.com/webinar. It's right there, and you can get in there and go take a little peek. It was over an hour, and there's some good stuff there, and I think stuff that you can put into action today. So I do hope you take a chance, take a time, if you have the time today, maybe, go take a peek and take a look at that. We have Full Bloom. Our event is coming up. We have changed that to a virtual event for obvious reasons. And I will give you this. I will give you all the information this weekend, likely this weekend. In the meantime, we're going to have a pajama party here on Facebook at 7 p.m. And we're just going to have a good time. I want you to bring a snack. Yeah, we're going to snack. We're just going to kind of go off the rails a little bit. Play some music. I don't know. It's just going to be a fun time. So show up if you want to, and we're going to have a discussion. I'm not going to have anything prepared. I'm just telling you, if you want to hang out, come hang out. Let's do that on Saturday night, 7 p.m. Just because. Eastern. So let's see. The other thing that I have to tell you is this, that you can get Dinner Answers, which is our subscription meal planning program that we've had forever and ever. Amen. We cater to everyone. I don't care how you eat. All I want you to do is to eat well. That's it. I want you to eat well. I want you to eat whole food. You make that determination. That's between you and your own inner nutritional guru. Just go ahead and get this program. It is $7 a month right now. We have lowered the price. And we've lowered the price because, I had a choice. There's a thing called Patreon. I don't know if you've heard of it, that people have so that you can get extra content and support a favorite business of yours. And I will tell you right now, we're being hit just like everybody else is. And, I'm concerned, of course, like everyone else is. And so I just want to invite you to help support Saving Dinner. And in return, we will support you at mealtime. However it is that you eat, we will help you with this. All you have to do is go to savingdinner.com, and you can see it right there on the front page. It's called Dinner Answers because it answers that question, what's for dinner? And this is how you can support Saving Dinner and keep us up and running and going like we have for the last 20 years. And in return, we're going to give you back menu plans that are super supportive of the way you eat in your home. $7 a month. I think that's a pretty good deal. And I'm proud of it. So go take a peek. Go to savingdinner.com and check it out. Also, we have supplements coming. They're all coming in. By Monday, we will be shipping. Not everything, but certain ones. We have chocolate, perfect paleo protein coming in, SAME is coming in, and Fiber Mender. And I'll give you all the information on that, and we will have some sales. Believe me, we want you to save your supplement dollars for us and get your supplements from us. And, without sounding like a shill, I hope I don't sound like a shill, but honestly, supplements are important. Supplements help to supplement a good, healthy diet. You cannot, you can't supplant a healthy diet with supplements. This doesn't work that way, but you can certainly boost up the power for the new, for your, what you're doing with your diet. It's so important right now, you guys. Eat as much green as you possibly can. Get de-stress, meditate. There's so many things. Last night's webinar really discussed this, because at the end of the day, you know, nobody's going to really care about your gene size, but we do care about our health, don't we? We do, and we have to safeguard that. Part of that is the stress part. We just can't be stressed out. If we stay in a stressed out mode, it is putting the brakes on your immune system. We've got to baby, coddle, and love up our immune system like never before. Staying hydrated, de-stressing, and, you know, being connected like we are right now. And I love it when you guys are all here and sharing these videos and helping us to branch out and build a bigger community. This is our Pinky community. These are the women who come together and hold each other's virtual hands. And it's really an amazing thing. This week, we have our quote of the week, which is, you know, really an incredible one from Marie Curie, especially considering, you know, how many years ago this quote was quoted and what it is means to us today. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more so we can fear less. We can fear less. I don't know about you, but that's where I want to be. I want to be in the less feared place. Okay? And I bet you do too. I know how it is. You know, we are basically the voice of our home, and how we hold what our mood is and what our fear factor is just spills down. So if we can be these women who are understanding more and fearing less, then that is going to spill over into our homes. It is. That's how we decorate. And that's tomorrow's thing. I hope you hang out and come tomorrow at 1 p.m. for Soulful Saturday, because I am going to be talking about how we decorate our homes. And it's going to be a little bit different than what you think. So do just plan on at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, on tomorrow night is our pajama party. Man, oh man, we're going to have some fun. I don't know what pajamas you're going to be wearing, but I got to find something cute. Alrighty. So I've said everything, and now it's time to get to those questions. Okay. And this is from Mary. Mary. I am still not managing to get in half my body weight in water. When I aim at this, I can't leave home because the bathroom would be too far. Well, you're not going anywhere anyway right now. This is a good time to change to do that. Thanks for all you do. I'm grateful that this is the year we connected. Me too, Mary. I'm so glad. All right, let's do this with, it's sheer math, right? So if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to drink 75 ounces. That's the rule of thumb. So if it's 75 ounces and you divide that by 10 hours in the day, that's 7.5 ounces in 10 hours. You can do that. On a rising, first thing in the morning, when you get up, you can get up and you can have 7.5 ounces of water. So say you get up at 7 and or 6 even, or whenever it is that you get up, and just do a little bit, once an hour till about 5 p.m., right? And then you're done. That's 10 hours right there. If you want to add a little bit more to it and do it in 7.5 hours, just do the math to figure it out so that every hour you're doing the appropriate amount. It makes a big difference. And it also makes a big difference on how you feel. Because if you're doing 3 hours go by, 4 hours go by, and you think, oh my gosh, I haven't drank any water. And in order to get that water in, you're just going to be glug, 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 glug. It's just uncomfortable. But it's easier on your body, and it's easier to do, and you start to get into a nice routine if you start doing it. And just set your phone, just put an alarm on your phone, and every hour you can drink some water. Every hour you can get up and you can go and do a few flights of stairs. Every hour you can do, every 4 hours you can do a 4-minute workout. And if you don't know what a 4-minute workout is, my suggestion is that you go and Google that. And Zach Bush, MD, is the doctor who put this together, and it just makes a big difference. These are just little health things that put your level of health way up there. And that's my way of doing it. Otherwise, I would never get my water in, ever. And it makes it, the other thing is, it makes your thirst, you normally thirst and become a little bit thirsty because you've trained your body every hour. So it makes a huge difference. So give that a try and see if that works for you, Mary. That's my strong suggestion. All right, Michelle says, can you walk us through your supplement regime? For example, what you take and when and why. Thanks for your help. All right, Michelle. So, just like you, I'm running out of everything. But I do have a little routine that I do. Usually I will break my fast with a collagen shot, or in other words, a mini smoothie is what it is. And I use Perfect Paleo Protein. You can see it behind me right there. Do you see my finger going? Oh man, that's hard to do. And there it is, the big tall one. That's it. I will have a scoop of that. That's the collagen that's so important. It helps to heal your gut, and it also is good for every organ in your body, every cell in your body, and I use that. That's how, so I consider that a supplement. Beauty Support is another one that I use, and I also use the, I'm just trying to think of what I use, because I just took my supplements. I will show you this little clear container, which I used. I use these all the time when I did TV all the time. This is what I would do my mise en place with for the cooking. So, and don't forget today at 4 p.m. I'm doing chicken curry in a hurry. You're gonna love this skillet recipe, super easy and so delicious. Non-dairy, you'll love it. Anyway, so where was I with this whole thing? So I take a B complex. I take a B complex that's methylated because I have a mutated gene. It's the MTHR gene. Half the population in the United States has that, or in the world has it. So rather than doing a genetics test, make sure that the B complex that you're taking is methylated. That's number one. Number two, when it comes to a B complex, which basically really helps your stress response, by the way, and every system of your body, your nervous system, everything. We need those B vitamins. Without the B vitamins, we'll get ridges, in our fingernails and everything about it. But those B vitamins get used up every single day. They're water soluble. You don't have to worry about getting an overdose of B vitamins, but methylated is really, really critical. If you do an extra B12, make sure that it's sublingual and it goes under your tongue. B12 is important, but don't do the B vitamins by themselves. If you do extra, that's fine, but make sure that you do B complex altogether. It's like if you don't, they don't work as well together. They are a unit, and it's like having a choir. Or even better, it's like having a symphony. And if you just take one, you say like, I need the B12, so I'm just taking the B12. That's like having a tuba play, Moonlight Sonata. It's just not going to work, right? We need, well, that's a piano thing, but you know what I'm saying, right? That's the whole point. Make sure that you understand that B complex, there's a reason it's a complex. It needs to be all together, okay? The other thing is I take a fish oil. We have Bio Omega 3X. That is going to be in the store hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We're still working. You understand what's going on out there. And so we're working our buns off to get that back in. And I think it's out. I don't know. We might have one or two left. But that is one of the most important things. Fish oil is basically brain food. It's for your entire circulation. And most of us have an omega-3 fatty acid deficiency. So yes, biotin is a vitamin B. Biotin's good for your hair, skin, and nails. But again, if you're going to take biotin, you're taking it with a B complex as well. I can't stress that enough because otherwise it is just inefficient. It doesn't work. They like working together. It's a crew that works together. So I take the fish oil. I have a multivitamin as well. We will be having that in the shop. It's coming. and it has everything in it, minerals. I also have a calcium magnesium that's coming that I'm doing right now. It's a 1-to-1 cow mag, and it's fantastic, and I really like that. That's going to be in the shop shortly, like I said. I also take, what else do I take? I take Beauty Support, which has the biotin in it, and also has a silica in it. Stuff has just done amazing things for my skin and hair. And you know, the other thing is, always think about, if you see something on the outside really working, just think what it's doing on the inside where you can't see. So that always brings me exquisite joy. I know it sounds really crazy, but that's how you understand how well something is working. If you see it working on the outside, it is doing all kinds of stuff on the inside. So it's really fantastic. Yes, it is, Terry. It is. What else do I take? I take the InflaCrusher. Our InflaCrusher is probably one of the best things in the whole entire world. And I take that for inflammation. Inflammation is, you know, I'm sorry, but COVID-19 is like raging inflammation, and I'm going to keep my inflammation down. And I take it in the morning, and I take it at night. Right now, but not right now. Right now, I just take it at night because we're short. We're almost out. Is the biotin and beauty support plus a B complex vitamin, is that enough biotin? Yes, it is. Yes, absolutely. That's what I do. It's exactly what I do. I also take a vitamin D. I take 10,000 international units a day. And that is based on my vitamin D report. It's also based on my stress thing. This is the thing with vitamin D. It is an oil-soluble vitamin, but it acts like a hormone. And it also acts to support all immune function in your body. So think about vitamin D. If you do a vitamin D test, you can buy them on, lifeextension.com. You can buy a vitamin D test, I believe, too, on Amazon. There's, again, everything's coming up slow, but vitamin D is important. I'm also doing an oil of oregano and olive leaf because this is when I'm taking all of this so that I can support my body. I'm trying to support any crap that's out there, anything that's trying to, come in and get me. I'm trying to offset that. So I take that. I take vitamin C. The vitamin C that I take every day, I'm taking about 5,000 international units, but I would do more if I felt like I was starting to get sick. I've got my own little protocol that I've done before with the flu, and it works. And what I do is I take vitamin C every single, I take it all the time. I take vitamin C, like I will take 500 or 1,000 units every hour until you get diarrhea, and then you back off a little bit. But that's just a personal thing that I've done. This is my own, squirrely idea. This is just something that I do. I take lysine because I have a tendency to get a cold sores, especially when I'm stressed out. And so I take lysine as well. And I take, I think, 500 milligrams of lysine. I'm sure I'm missing things. I didn't write it all down. Sorry about that, but I'm sure I'm missing things. But this is the essence of what I'm taking right now. I used to take berberine. I'm out of berberine. Berberine is a good thing that is good for blood sugar levels and a few other things. I really like it a lot, but I'm out. And it's hard to get supplements right now. And that's why, the amount of supplements that we have coming in is a lot. So keep that in mind. Right now, the vitamin C that I'm taking, the only thing that I could get was NOW, N-O-W, and it's just straight ascorbic acid. So I'm fine with that. Vitamin C is pretty simple stuff. You hear the birds? Yeah, they're all out there. I've got the windows open. It's going to be 80 degrees today. I'm pretty excited. So, and I just got a message too from Donna asking, when do I take Leptofix? I take my Leptofix in the morning, right? In the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is, after I hit my coffee and do all, my whole routine, is I take SAMe. We have that should be in the shop on Monday. I take that in the morning. Now, SAMe is absolutely amazing stuff. I want you to do some Googling around. It is a subscription type of a medication in the EU, but here in the United States, we have access to it. It's an enzyme. SAMe has the ability to alter your mood. It's a mood booster, yay. And it also takes care of joint pain. And I'm telling you, I have taken this every single morning of my life. I don't even know, 25 years now. And I have no joint pain whatsoever. I used to have carpal tunnel like you wouldn't believe. It got rid of it for me. I'm telling you my personal experience. I'm not giving you medical advice, okay? But that's why we have SAMe in our shop. I am a huge believer in it. And I've gotten the testimonials from you, those of you who take it. I've gotten the emails from a lot of you who are saying, when are you going to get it back? And we are very, very particular about it. It's coming in. And as a matter of fact, our new supplier hasn't been able to do it up to our specs with the nitrogen flushed packaging. So we are staying with the same supplier simply because I'm not going to give you an inferior product. This is great. Well, Mary, that's for you. There you go. See, that's my whole thing. I am not giving you medical advice. I am telling you why this helps for me and for other people out there, and to do your own thing. And I would also, the other thing is I would ask not just your pharmacist, but I would also ask your doctor. Do your own research. I don't go with what just anybody says. I do my own research. I get the research. I compile it. I take it to the doctor. I think that's better. Pharmacists are great, but what pharmacists know about mostly is drugs. They don't know prescription drugs. They don't know as much about supplements. And this is a supplement in this country. So rather than just saying what the pharmacist said is this and that's it, I would say, okay, well, that's his opinion. Now what I want to do is go get my information, get the information, go do the research, SAMe plus research, and then find that research information. And next time you see the doctor, you ask your doctor about it. Is this going to interfere with this stuff? I'm not telling you to do anything unusual. I'm just saying when you get told don't do this, make sure you research it yourself, that you can back up what he's saying and don't just take it as a blanket statement. I don't do that with anyone, because you can find out. You can find doctors who are, yes, go to PubMed. You can get any information. 5 years ago, you couldn't get on PubMed. Now it's open to anyone. We can get the same information. I never go to the doctor's office without a stack of research. If there's something that I want to do that's different, I bring in my research to support what I want to do every single time. And I read everything, and then I go through and I take my little yellow marker and I highlight for them, and I said, if you want to see that this is a PubMed study, here it is. This is how, this is what I marked this for you. Will you give me this? Worked every single time. I've had one doctor who said, oh, you're one of those. And I said, really? You want to go there? And then he started laughing. And I said, honestly, if this is, if you find this upsetting and if this is not your gig, let me know. I'll go get a new doctor. And he's like, no. I appreciate that you brought this in. Because what he told me, this is exactly what he said, is he said, most people say, well, I read yada, yada, yada. And that's nothing. That's like saying in Cosmopolitan magazine, I read this. And what is that? That's nothing. That's basically just saying, I picked this out of the air. But when you show up with research, printed out, underlined, highlighted, and showing that you know your stuff, that's a whole different ballgame. And I just want you to be empowered. I don't want you to be meek and sheep and just doing whatever you're told to do. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing, why you're taking medications that you're taking, and you should know every contraindication about it. You should know, is there another research? Is there something else I could be taking instead? If this is bothering you, is it interacting with something else? You should know that. It's not up to your doctor. It's up to you. We can't be sheep. We have to stand up for ourselves. And the only way that we can stand up for ourselves, the only way that we can be empowered is if we take the bull by the horns and get in there and go take a look and see what's out there. There is research out there, and it will support your health. And it can maybe get you off of medication. Who knows? But the power is in your hands. It's yours. Take it back. Get it? You guys are strong. You're independent. You're thinkers. Use your thinker. Use your thinker. Anyway, I got off on that. Sorry about that. That's just kind of that's my pet peeve in life. We have to be these strong women. And being a strong woman means that we're going to stick up for ourselves. We're not going to just lay down and say, well, there it is. I'm just whatever you want to do. Heck no. Get out of here. I've fired doctors before, and you can too. You are not a tree. You're not stuck where you are. You have the power to find somebody who's going to be supportive of you taking back your health. Peace. That's how we do it, girls. Pinkies up, right? That is a pinky oath. That's what we do. So I think I gave you everything that I do. The other thing that I do is I take Just Juice veggies. Which is giving me 7 to 9 servings of extra fruit and vegetables a day, because I am interested in keeping my health. I am interested in constantly ratcheting it up. Every single time that I do that, I am getting everything together. You know, I feel like I feel like I'm on the up and up. I feel like that's one more little piece. That's one more piece of ammo for my immune system. It's a war. You've got a war going on inside of your body. You've got the good guys and you've got the bad guys. That's why our gut health is so important. And I'm really interested in keeping that up. I take L-glutamine every single day, and that L-glutamine helps to heal my gut. It takes care of cravings. And you know what? I'm all about that. So those are the things that we can do when it comes to reinforcing our health and doing the whole supplement thing. But you know, here at the end of the day, you have to understand that you can never supplement your way out of a poor diet. If you're eating a bunch of sugar, you're paralyzing your immune system. And if you're going for the comfort food, go for comfort food that also will build your health. You know that broccoli soup that we made the other day in cooking lessons? Do you know how many emails I've had about that? How many messages I've had about that? And how much broccoli was in there? And that's sulforaphane, you guys. That's sulforaphane. That's fighting cancer. And it's a non-dairy way to do it, or you can do it with the dairy, or you can do it just as a pureed soup. But that is something that you put as soup. Isn't that just like the ultimate in comfort food? So we have ways to comfort ourselves without falling into the downward spiral of the sugar nonsense that's out there. You know, when I had somebody who, I guess they just didn't understand. I got somebody who sent me a message and said, I can't find flour or sugar anywhere. I sent them back a message and I said, good. You know, anyway, it was a back and forth kind of a thing, but you know, we've got to be aware. Right now is just not the time to be, you know, we don't want to emerge from our cocoons 20 pounds heavier with, you know, acne and bloating and all of that, but we just need to be on top of being, taking our health seriously. Okay, last question. This is from Penny. Do you use only ceramic nonstick? What about the newer nonstick surfaces that are not ceramic? All right, so this is not from Penny. I'm sorry, this is from Patricia. But she has a Penny. All right, Patricia. Okay, so this is a simple thing. I am testing some ceramic cookware that just came from a company that we work with, Chef Foundry. And so far I like it. And you know, the research on the ceramic cookware is that it's safe stuff. A long time ago, there was a couple of companies, Calphalon sent me their nonstick stuff. But when I asked them for their research on why this nonstick is clean and okay, they never responded. And so I never, you know, really got an answer on that, which is too bad because I really love Calphalon. It's a good high quality cookware. Green Pan sent me their pan, but their pan started to come apart on me. So, and this was years ago, you know, both of these are years ago, and I don't know if they've improved or not. So my whole thing has always been, and people ask me all the time what kind of cookware. I use a stainless cookware that I bought at Costco 15 years ago. I love it. It works really great. My ceramic pans that I have so far are working pretty decently. We shall see. Just make sure that if you have a ceramic pan and they're clean and they're not, like Teflon and going to kill birds in your house, then just make sure that you treat them right and that you're cleaning them correctly and that you're using, plastic serving utensils and stuff in them. Otherwise, they are going to get, they're going to be a mess, and you don't want it scratched, because then that's aluminum underneath. You never cook on aluminum. So that's what we have. If you want to have next week, if you want to get your questions answered, all you have to do is send in your questions to support@savingdinner.com, and in the subject line, put question for Leanne on Friday, and I will be happy to answer them. Dawn is asking, do you like cast iron? I love cast iron. We use a cast iron skillet pretty much every day, at least for breakfast. And cast iron is great stuff to cook on. And Deborah's asking, what do you do with all your old journals? You know what, Deborah? You know what my whole thing is with my journals? My journals are like therapy to me. And the old journals I'm done with, that to me is, I destroy them and burn them, because I honestly, when I don't want them left as my legacy. Nobody needs to know what I went through to get through to the side that I'm on. That's personal. And so I get rid of them. Some of them I keep. I've got a couple that I've kept just so that I can see my progress. Some of the stuff that I've written about, as far as my business and affirmations and intentions and things like that, and goal setting journals and what have you. And sometimes, I just go through them and take a look at them. They're really supportive of, helping me to lead the life that I'm leading now. But, you do what you want with them. But that's what I do with mine. I burn them if I don't want anybody to read them. It's personal. That's how it works. Don't forget, Dinner Answers is here to support you. You can support us by subscribing. And now it's $7 a month. Just go to savingdinner.com, and I love that you're supporting us. Thank you for that. You guys are the best. We have supplements coming in, and I promise you, save your supplement dollars, because they are coming in. Our supplier is working his buns off. He sends us messages at 10, 12 o'clock at night, letting us know, with their skeletal, he's out there doing it himself as well. So keep them in prayer. They're the best people, and I love them, and I'm so appreciative of how hard they're working. We're working hard with them too. So lastly, 4 p.m. today, you know what I'm doing Eastern time? I'm doing chicken curry in a hurry. You've got to tune in for this. And I'm just going to give you a heads up. All you have to do is just take some chicken and cut it up into bits. If you want to do it with me, chicken, do that. Get out your curry, the garlic, any veggies that you want, chop it all up. I'm going to show you how to do it. Show you exactly how to do it. And this stuff is delicious. I promise you're going to love it. It's a great recipe. If you can make skillet, anything in a skillet, that's your saving grace. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it today at 4 p.m. Make sure you show up, share this video, bring some friends in. Let's build our community. Pinkies up, girls. Pinkies up. I love you and I appreciate you, all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you showing up and sharing this video, and for becoming a Dinner Answer subscriber. Go to savingdinner.com. I will see you at 4 p.m. Peace.